Welcome to No Agendas. This is Bob Picker. I'm joined with John Sullivan. This is going to be the first round matches of a tournament ran at Realms of Gaming for the, the first season for 2014. So this is the first time I'm going to be on camera, I think. Probably maybe the last. But John's joining me here, so John, lead us off.
It's going to be my wife, Stephanie, playing her kit deck against Bob and his wonderful Jinteki, though he's playing the Replicating Perfection, not the one everyone else plays, not the good one. But it should be a good game. This is actually the first month of our league that'll go 3 months when we give out. I think we have like 3 kits. That's one of the prizes there, a playmat that Bob's playing on. So we got the first turn here, and Bob's going to, well, after he decides, he's finally going to put ice over HQ, which is always good because you want to make sure the runner has to run into some piece of ice when you're playing the one you're playing, which I already forgot its name.
Replicating Perfection.
Replicating Perfection. Okay, not Personal Evolution. So we get 1 over HQ, and 1 in a remote and ice, which is kind of dangerous against Kid. I mean, if Stephanie's got indexing, this could be 6 points. This could be I don't think you have 3-point agendas, do you? No. So
I'm not stupid enough to run that.
So it can't be
I'm not that good of a player, but I'm not stupid either.
Indexing can be, of course, great here. Now, first click, Stephanie should have checked. Well, maybe not first click.
Well, especially now with
First
R&D.
click should have been R&D. Second click should have been run R&D.
Against Jinteki?
Sure.
Even if you had a snare?
If you get a snare, you're not going to die. If you hit a snare and agenda, you're not going to die. If you hit 2 snares, you just have bad luck. But still, you got to check R&D when it's open and free like that. You're not going to take... Oh, you don't take damage against you. So, yeah, she could hit a snare and agenda. She could hit 2 agendas.
So, anyway, I just advance once, install advance once.
And draw a card.
And she takes all the money.
Oh, she just takes...
She takes money for a turn.
Oh, okay.
I think she's either going to go chase... Probably looking for a Opus, probably.
Yeah, which is not a bad play, though.
So, I start getting my shell game going.
Yeah. The wide... fun game. But yeah, she should have been running your R&D. Well, she should have run on the first turn. She should run on the second turn. But let's see what she does with all her money.
All right.
She's going to burn self-modifying code. Then, yeah, 7 credits. Magnum Opus.
Yep. Look.
Cyber Cipher, which is always great with
Kit. That's what the one you want. That's the first breaker you want with a Kit.
There's Magnum.
There he is. He, she.
It. Whatever.
What? It's a bottle of wine. Or no, a bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
Or it could be wine too, I guess. No, it's Opus is the wine.
Is Opus a wine?
Yeah, Opus is the wine.
I learned something new today. So first click Magnum Opus.
Actually, it's not a first click because it's self-modifying code, so it was free.
First action, I should say, not first click.
Yeah. She is nervous. She hates running this deck.
It's an annoying deck to play against for sure, but
so she just loads back up on money, takes 6 money, or takes 8 money again.
But see, with Magnum Opus, she should actually be able to pin you down real easy. Like next turn, she hits your archives and then starts hitting those things hanging out there all by themselves.
Oh yeah, runs archives just to get the run done. Yeah,
because I'm sure Encryption Protocol's coming up. And then if your deck is very nice, but I think like whenever I play it, I know I just try to kill every single card that you put down.
There we go. Get the private contracts out. Thank you, Josh.
Private contracts.
Hey,
okay.
It fits right in. I mean, I was wasting influence with Eve campaigns, and they were expensive to res. If I didn't have 5 money to res a Eve, it was kind of tough. So I can usually have 3, get that up there. No one's going to come trash that. I mean, it's especially if you take a couple 3 credits off it, it's not that big of a deal.
I don't know. With Magnum, I would come trash it.
Yeah, with Magnum,
because you could. I mean, even if you took 3 credits off it now, you're not ahead yet because it costs you 3.
Yep.
You're technically down a click that it cost you to install it. So. Yeah. It's 5 credits to stop you from gaining, 4 credits. So I would do it. But here we go. We got Omega.
Omega, the perfect icebreaker. And now this is where she could really start running whatever she wants.
Oh yeah, Magnum, and it's again just demolish R&D. No problem.
Yeah, I mean, she can break anything she hits.
Yep. Demolish R&D.
Yeah. So she's gonna run, I think here. I think she runs my hand.
Really?
Yeah, I think she's looking to run my hand here. She doesn't want to run R&D because I think she's worried about hitting double snare or something. But that's what you got to do.
And don't put the R&D in face down.
Yeah. If you're not going to use it, don't burn it.
If it's going to keep you from running stuff, then yeah, but just.
Yeah. She's being very careful here. Just you can see her just nervous energy.
Yeah.
So she just takes a card. She didn't want to run on the last click.
Well, yeah, you definitely don't run on the last click, but.
All right, so then I got all my ice up, so she can't get any free runs.
Well, she's got Omega now. She has Omega Magnum.
It's not going to be free though. I mean.
No, sure, no, it won't be free, but.
So I put another ice there. I think I was trying to get her to run that from so I take some money off private contracts. I think that's a trap. And I was trying to get her to run into it by playing it as an agenda.
She draws a card. I don't know how many cards she has in her hand, but
she's got a fistful.
Other than drawing up to 5, I wouldn't draw. I would see what she does.
You notice some breaks there too. There was a lot of time where she was.
Oh, look, you had.
I have fun stuff.
AI, you had.
I think I showed that to the camera just to make sure.
A Nisai and.
Yeah, I think I had a couple of agendas holding off in my hand.
Well, maybe she should run.
I always get the problem with this deck is I always get loaded with agendas in my hand, no matter how many times I mulligan and shuffle. It's horrible.
What are we gonna get here? We're gonna test run.
She's gonna test run. Why would you test run? You only have one piece of ice to really break.
Right.
I mean, you got Omega. I wouldn't have wasted the test run here.
She's probably gonna go get a torch.
And I think this is where she makes a mistake. Personally, I think after a while she pulls out Fem here.
Okay.
And I would have got a torch. I would have got torch and put it in at the same cost. I mean, you don't see any ice right now, and so you're putting a Fem blind.
Sure. Yeah, I agree. Well, it's not super blind.
Well, there's no ice exposed, so she doesn't know what the ice is.
But she could have gotten to R&D, no problem anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would have saved the test run until. Oh, and we're gonna scavenge it too.
Yeah, so it's installed permanently now.
Yeah, I would have run at least to see if you would have wasted. Make res that just to see what it was. Maybe it had 2-3 subroutines and you just wanted me to spend 2-3 money. Then you could scavenge it away if it wasn't helpful. But yeah, I mean, I would not have femmed an Omega target because that piece of ice will always be an Omega target, or it'll be in the trash. So
I advance this a couple more times. Now really playing it as agenda. And it might I can't remember. I might have put a fetal down here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if she was really scared of it, she could have femmed the first one, Omega the second one, and ran. But
from the first one, Omega the second one. She got the.
Know what I said?
All right, so she's gonna run it.
Well, sure, it's free now. I doubt you're gonna res it. Oh, maybe you're gonna res it. What is it? Is it Baku?
It's a Baku.
That's even worse.
It's the magic box.
Yeah. So she pays 1 to skip by it. She would have paid 2 with Omega. And we get 2 cards.
What's even better though?
Oh, Nisai. And
nothing. A little lucky draw.
Well, I mean, she should have known what your top 2 cards were for 4 turns now. But she's still doing okay. She's got, I think, another scavenge in her hand. She's got Snowball. So maybe she has the agendas she needs, though she needs a little memory at this point.
Yeah, that's the problem. She's out of memory now.
But yeah,
so watch this. So I think I'm asking because I think you can pay 1 credit to put it back in your hand.
Right.
So that's what I do.
Yeah, I think pretty sure you can just pay 1 credit.
Yep.
Whenever.
Yep.
I mean.
Because it's not a part of the encounter thing. It just says 1 credit.
It's not subroutine, yeah.
So bye-bye, Fem.
Yeah, and then you get another one. But still, Omega breaks whatever you put down. I would have, if knowing she had scavenge, I would have test run scavenged torch.
Sure. I would have got a torch out.
Yeah, because the torch would have broken
anything.
That piece of ice for 1, probably whatever piece of ice you put down for 1.
Yep.
She could have been in a really good position. She's not in a terrible position now.
She just has low memory though.
Yeah.
And I think that comes back to haunt her here when she's trying to dig for memory to get another breaker out.
I mean,
but she doesn't need another breaker.
Not well.
There's only
If
one
she
piece
had
of ice
put-
she can't break out on the table.
True. If she had put torch down, she would have been able to break any 2 pieces of ice you put down. You would have had to had 3 layers deep to force her to get another card.
Yep.
And you only need 1 R&D run a turn, really. So, yeah, she could be... Oh, we're going to get a test run, scavenge.
So test run scavenge again.
For what? Is she going to test run torch? Or is she going to... there might be another...
But wait. Here's where it's at. Because I say, oh, you don't have the memory.
Okay. That's fine.
And she goes, oh, got to put that back. We'll start over. So I should have just said, don't shuffle your deck, but she shuffles her deck, actually.
Well,
I should have caught her before she shuffled her deck, because she didn't really shuffle her deck. She was just...
start over. It happens. But, yeah.
So we reset the board.
Best thing to do is shuffle it in that case anyway. Well, if
because
you let her go back, then the best thing you do is you have to let her shuffle it. Which is fine, because it's a casual
Yeah, it was
tournament.
casual.
We're not... Yeah.
But she had all the cards, and she hadn't moved any of them. It just set it back down, you know.
I thought maybe she's going to kill the femme and put a torch out. That would have been... Go for it.
Oh, well, and that's what I would have done. I mean,
Well,
I
you
would
would've
have...
had-
The film is okay, but you don't really need it.
No,
You know,
it's
if you
for-
put a torch in there, you're in better shape. That's what I thought she was going to do.
RD.
I think I said, you're out of memory. Where are you going to put it? And that's when she said, well, she didn't want to overwrite it.
Yeah, well, the second piece of ice stops her R&D runs. But, which is a good thing to do. Get the
So
second
I'm just
piece of
taking
ice.
some money.
Well, sure. You gotta protect your R&D now.
I've got
She's
4
taking
advancement
3.
tokens on it, so I just say, okay, I'll finally score it.
Fetal. Just holding on to Fetal. Holding on to Fetal. And, hey, it's 2 points.
Yeah, I can't wait for Plan B, though.
For playing...
I mean, I just slow advanced it. I mean, you know, played it like a trap. I mean,
Sure.
you know. Doing that out of hand would be really fun.
But the problem is that once you've put that 3rd counter on there, it'll kill you if it's a Junebug. You're just kind of like, well, you score it. I can't stop you from scoring it. You get it. And then it's Plan B and it ends up being wasted.
Yep.
But
Yep.
what's she gonna do? I think she got a Cyber Cipher in her hand. Clone Chip.
There you go. There's clone chips down.
She needs some memory. Looks like she got Parasite in her hand. Lots of good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Take some more money. Back to me. Draw a card.
Throws away self-modifying code because there's no way that's coming into play. And it doesn't matter because
So,
she's
install
already got
again.
Scavenge.
If I had agendas, I could have scored and scored and scored, I think.
Probably.
But the problem was I didn't have agendas.
It happens. That's a really bad thing. Yeah, not drawing agendas against her. I mean, she should eventually just have an unstoppable rig. But
I think she's scared of Jinteki because she plays Jinteki. And so she knows how bad it can be.
the problem is, well, number one, you don't deal damage on agendas. So if you have 3 cards in your hand, you can't kill her.
Yep.
Well, 4 for Junebug.
Yeah.
If it's 2 advances, but still. You lose the cards, you lose the cards. It's Kate. It's Kit. You know, if she had Torch out right now, she could have a hand of no cards.
Yep.
You could make her throw away
Everything.
and it wouldn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You'd put the Parasite in the trash and she would get it with
All right,
Clone
so I
Chip.
go back and say, no, hold on, no, I thought about trashing that, then I was back and forth, so I just took the money instead.
Okay.
Because I needed the money. I wanted to make sure I had enough for resin, pieces of ice, and
Sure.
traps. So I got three servers up.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing fine. And we're going to get professional contacts
So she
out.
spends
So she's
5, got 1 left.
set
I think
all
she
over the
started
place.
digging now for memory. She's digging and digging and digging for memory now.
Yeah.
She takes the last click
Want some more money?
for some more money. Yep, for 3.
With that Omega, she should definitely be... She should be running HQ for sure.
And it's back to me.
I mean, you got to make the core spend money. You got to take some control away.
So I start laying down.
Yeah, you have to take some control away from.
So I think I've got 2 more cards that you don't see out there. So I've got 5 remotes in place. I decide I'll vamp that one.
Okay.
And I think her response is, "You got to be kidding me."
But it's all stuff she should be running. And you know, that's the way your deck beats people is by they let the deck beat themselves. Because, you know, she should know what every one of those face down cards is. And you just run into you run into snares, fine. You do some cards, play the tag. You just prepare for whatever the bad situation is.
Yeah.
And so long as you're ready for the bad situation, you can get rid of the cards.
So take some cards, some money. So she's drawing up again, thinking she needs another breaker, and she doesn't.
Well,
necessarily.
She does for most servers, but
well, for R&D.
Yeah. But no, she should be clearing those.
So she's waiting to see if she's gonna make a run here. So cut a lot here.
Index in her hand.
No, I said
You gotta
she
run
wants to
first.
run. Yeah, you got to run one of the centrals first, and she doesn't like that answer.
Why not? You have Magnum Opus and Omega. You're good.
Got 4 credits though.
Well, it's okay. You do need more money. I agree. You need more money and an extra click in
So she
case
gets
it's snare.
So she gets 6. So she's gonna run here.
Get the run on HQ. And it's Chimera.
Chimera, nice, and
So you pay 2. She pays
Pays
1.
1. Which was stupid for me to actually res, but I did anyway. I did it once. I don't do it again.
And then we'll get a card out of hand.
So here I am shuffling it up, ready to go. And she scores another Nisei,
Nice.
which sucked.
She's doing okay luck-wise, and then. But see now, if she's running on her 4th click, this is bad. Oh, well, she could run the advanced one because you're not gonna have Ghost Branch. So running into Cerebral or Junebug would suck, but hey, it's 2 damage.
Yeah, and I still don't know why I didn't put the Nisei down as a first agenda score, because that's so nice to have just for the end run, especially against this deck. It's like, okay, you run my central, it's your last click, okay, you're done. End run.
Yeah, when they run the second time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
It's a good play. So she's gonna check. See, I wouldn't check a face down one because then you're
all right.
Oh, we're gonna run.
So she runs all right, thinking she can get lucky. She knows I guess.
why not?
Knowing what's in one.
But that looks like a
Nope.
piece of ice.
I think it's that Baku.
Oh, the Baku again.
I think I put back in my hand.
Baku back in your hand.
Baku back in my hand. The puzzle box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked that up. Actually, that's what it means.
That means puzzle box.
It means puzzle box.
That's pretty cool.
All right, so that was.
3 money.
Yeah, I think it just took the root.
Or no?
No, I scored it.
Oh, okay.
I
See?
scored it. See,
Should've
now if she takes a tag in a snare, I kill her.
Well, not well.
Potentially.
If she runs on her last click, which you
Yeah,
should never
I mean,
run.
if she hangs a tag on her, I could kill her.
Yeah. Well, yeah, yes, you could. Well, you'd have to have a lot of. She'd have to have no cards because you only do 1 damage.
Well,
at a
see,
time.
when I run this deck, no one thinks I'm going to do net damage to them when I score agendas, so they kind of say, okay, I don't have to worry about my hand size as much, and I've had that happen multiple times where that's how I've won games is someone hits a snare, they don't on their last click, they don't clear the tag, I come in, they have no cards in their hand, dead.
Sure.
3 clicks, you're done. So sure, Gamble, she's got plenty of money now. She's been running me crazy.
Yeah, I mean she's got.
And I
4
take my
points, she's got the
so
lead.
she's taking her money and I'm taking my click. So I take an extra card here. I think I'm digging for money and then another agenda.
Well, see, and really, she could run your R&D. She could force you to res that first piece of ice because they're pride, honor, and
So I
profit.
just took 2 money. So
Pride, honor, and profit. There's no scary code gate. So if it is there's no scary barrier either. She's just gonna bounce into whatever it is. But if it happens to be
Wall
a
of
sentry,
Thorns. Wall of Thorns is the only scary barrier that Kentucky has.
True. If you have,
But that's
if you
so
have 8
expensive.
credits.
And it's so expensive to res. In fact, I took it out of this deck, I think, because it was just so expensive I could never get a res.
Right.
Consistently enough.
Then we get an
All
Omni
right.
Drive Cyber Cipher. Well,
So anyway, so we lost a little bit of time here.
ooh.
So she's in the middle of an indexing run is what
Okay.
happens. So I show that she put the Cyber Cipher down with the Omni Drive for the memory.
What's that first piece of ice that's kind of glossy?
It's the One that lets me put the top card R&D at the bottom if I want. It's the Inamatsu, I think.
What kind of ice is it?
It's a code gate. It's
Okay.
it's a low strength code gate.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
So
she
she
just
indexes?
indexed me.
But obviously, oh no, she's got a cyber cipher, so yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. So she put it on R&D. So Cyber Cipher's now on R&D. So she can definitely get an R&D, no problem.
And apparently there were no agendas in that index.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I think I said to her. I said, "There's nothing better than when you index me and you have to go back and draw cards after you've indexed me."
I do like indexing Jinteki and putting the snares on the top.
So
they
that
go
you know where they're in their hand.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could put it on the bottom and just make sure to count correctly.
Yeah, or
But,
put the agenda and then the snare.
Right. I mean, I guess against your deck, since so much of it goes face down, I'd probably not give you the snares. But against, most decks.
All right, so draw. She ran on her last click. So I draw here. Got 9 money. She's got 6. She's getting a little frustrated. It's 4-4.
She shouldn't be frustrated. I mean, right now she can have the game well in hand. She knows what your 5 cards are. She can just keep checking your hand to try to make stuff.
So I just score a brain trust. The
Which
last
is
time you'll probably
not
see the
that far
brain
off.
trust. The last time you'll see a brain trust probably in my deck.
I don't know. I mean, you can only put in one philotic thing. So I guess you could change them with medical breakthroughs.
That's what I'm doing. You
Not
know.
a bad plan. Yeah. Almost give the first one up. Just accept that you're not going to get it. But
So I'm ahead. All I need is one more, guys. One more. Can I get one more agenda? One more agenda point. I don't have any 1-pointers, by the way, in this deck. I don't think. Yeah,
Well,
I don't think I have any 1-pointers.
at this point, you'd have to have it in your hand or already on the table.
I would
Since
hope.
She knows what the 5 cards are.
Yeah, I know,
But-
and she knows that I'm not going to be pulling anything.
At least for how many returns? I don't know if you're drawing extra cards or not, but I mean, you could draw extra cards.
So
You
she's
should.
going to run HQ to see if I got it in HQ before she indexed me.
Yeah, that's the big thing to do. And nope.
Nope. I'd love to
I'll go
have some
again.
Hokusai grids. That's what I'm looking for. I think
Hokusai.
I love Hokusai grid.
It is an annoying
Oh,
card.
there's that shock.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I heard a little bit, but now it's in archives. But see, the problem is a lot of people are like, Jinteki's gonna kill me. You just kind of have to know what Jinteki can do. And
Ooh, Maker's Eye.
that would have been that would probably been death. 9
Should
times
be-
out of 10.
Yeah,
Can I see 6 cards?
6 cards.
Yeah, you can see 6 cards. Oh,
Oh, she's frustrated now.
see, she should be fine. I mean, really, you can't.
So
I mean,
I
she
draw.
needs to check those.
So I'm
but-
drawing here. I think I am just hoping that she can't index me again. Alright, so I'm going to advance twice. That's been down for a while, so I'm thinking she thinks that's an agenda. I'm really hoping that she thinks that, is an agenda, because if I score that, if it's fetal AI, I win the game.
Sure.
So I'm hoping I think it's Cerebral Overrider.
Yeah, I would say the 3rd token is what tips your hand, though. I mean,
Well, that's why I thought for sure. I mean, I advanced it 3 times in one turn,
but
thinking,
that's what I mean, though, is why put the 3rd one on there. If it's fetal AI, you only need 2, and you can keep your money.
yeah, I guess so. Well, yeah.
Yeah, unless you're just trying.
So maybe
to do
I
extra
screwed up the
damage.
trap. I probably screwed up the trap.
But also, it could be, it could be a good thing to put him on 3, make him think it's Project Junebug. Either way, I would have drawn the extra card and probably ran it. Why not? You have to make sure.
Well, she would have to score 2 agendas here, and I only have to score 1.
Well, she just has to stop you from scoring it, is all it is.
And that's what it is. I mean, those indexes hurt.
Yeah. The index is a great card. I mean, she has a great hand.
So she's looking at getting more money. So she gets up to 10. Got plenty of money here. I got 3.
I mean,
So a lot of
Yeah.
debating here what she's gonna do. So her last click, she doesn't do it. She takes money, takes the card and money.
throws away
A clone.
ship.
Yep.
And it's not fetal AI because you haven't advanced it and you're jumping around. So I guess she dodged that bullet, but
Yeah. So I'm gonna celebrity gift just to show her I don't have anything in my hand.
ooh, don't know if I would have done that. Unless that's that's an agenda.
And there's
so
a fetal AI. I have it in my hand.
Yeah.
I screwed up. I think I wanted to kill her and I got too greedy.
Stolen R&D. Interesting. I don't know. God, if you had the fetal AI. If you did not have an agenda, I wouldn't have shown it to her for sure, because you want her to keep guessing at it. Because I know I would keep guessing at it. Well, I would have trashed all your extra stuff first. Then I would go back to guessing at it until indexing ran out.
But I think I've passed indexing now because I think I drew a couple extra cards.
Okay.
To get it done.
Oh,
now, but here's the index run right here.
Right. She's got lots of money. It's a Hokusai grid.
Yep. So she's gonna take one right off the top.
Well, sure. And you choose to access the R&D cards before you access Hokusai.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if you need to trash something in R&D, you can. Otherwise, you then can kill Hokusai. So this is that's a worthless card. 3, 4, 5, and what's she get? Well, we can't see it, of course. But it's her first click, right? Or maybe second click?
Yep. So she's...
So there's not a third click going straight back. Well,
so she's going to run it again, and we're counting up because she's already used the Omni Drive to get through the indexing ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's 5 or 6 to get through, so she's got to spend 6 to get through. Or 5.
Now see, I don't, because does the front ice actually have end of run on it?
No.
Okay. So then, and she's looking at 3 cards. She
wanted me to be able
put it on the bottom.
Yeah, to put it on the bottom. So she scores fetal AI.
Okay, takes some damage.
And she has no cards left. And I'm hoping snare, but of course there's no snare because she indexed.
She just indexed, yeah. So then I don't know why she's reading the card. She should know.
Well, this is one of the newer cards. This is the, what's the guy's name? The one that you can advance and then, Toshi.
Gotcha. So there's only one agenda in there.
And I couldn't get it before she did.
Right.
I think it was on the bottom of that stack of 5 too. I think it was like the 4th card she saw or something like that. So she pulled it all the way to the top and scored it. Yeah, so now it's 6-6, and it's the game actually took us like almost 48 minutes to play.
Yeah.
This video I think is only about 35 minutes roughly, 33 something like that. So I cut a lot of downtime.
Sure.
Just trying to compress the file here. So if we lose a little bit, that's why. But it's just a lot of dead time.
I like her kit deck.
Yeah, I mean, she's got everything. I mean, she could run anywhere on any other.
And I mean, honestly, unfortunately, you have not had anything that should have stopped her. I mean, she really should have all 12 points if she had done it right. But it's okay. It's all a learning experience. Yeah,
and that's what the fear of Jinteki is. I mean, like you said, you're not afraid, but I mean, if fear Jinteki now that Honor and Profit's out. Jinteki's scary.
It's definitely worse for sure.
I mean, and this deck is just it's going to cost you a lot to trash stuff. I mean, that's what it's going to cost you, and if
Right, but I mean, with Magnum and everything, she could control the tempo. Mm-hmm. She could trash just as much. She could make it to where she's trashing everything.
Yep. Just getting 8 credits a turn, run everything you can, trash everything you can.
8 credits, yeah.
Yep.
And then checking R&D every time, so she knows you're not getting agendas. She knows if you're getting traps or not, but.
Yeah. So the Hokusai stayed out because she only had 3 credits left anyway, and if she didn't have that, I think there's an encryption protocol I'm sitting on over there that I'd flip over to make sure it's going to trash for 5.
Right. Well, you would have had to flip it over before she pulled the indexing cards, because then you're past your window of actions.
Oh.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I knew by the time she hit.
Yeah, she probably didn't have the
by the time she broke the last piece of ice, she couldn't have had it. All right, so I started to trash that. I said no, leave it in there. So I'm going to put it. She's getting into R&D a little too easy, and I know that's where my agendas are.
Right.
So I'm.
But that first piece of ice doesn't help you, because it's a code gate.
I know.
She breaks it, no problem. We need a 4th piece of ice.
I know.
Are we getting a 4th piece of ice?
I don't have a lot of ice in this deck. Is a problem. I think I put the Baku up there just to make sure I had 3 pieces of ice.
Yeah.
So then I trash it and put that in.
Which could be the fetal. Or one of those 2 Project June bugs.
Correct.
See,
and that's what I was afraid of. I didn't want the fetal to go on the table
Yeah.
because she could break both those pieces
Sure.
of ice.
But, well, so what I would do in this situation, since you celebrity gift and show me you had 2 Project June bugs, and you've only put 1 card down, I would run your hand to death to try to either find both Project June bugs or find the fetal AI. Because once I've killed, if the first 2 runs I'm lucky I kill both Project June bugs, well, that's
okay.
fetal
So
AI.
then Siguri.
Yep.
Siguri. Yep. So she's gonna break the whole thing because she wants to get through, and
Yep.
I don't have any money. If you notice, I'm broke.
Right.
So I wanted her to make sure she had to pay for it if
Yeah.
she wants to see R&D, and so she's got to dig.
Have you drawn enough cards yet?
So I do 1 because of Hokusai because she
Sure.
breaks
Hokusai,
through.
yeah.
She's gonna see 3 cards here, and I'm hoping she's not an agenda. I'm hoping. She's looking, seeing if she wants to trash it.
with her 2 credits. And she's gonna trash it. Is that guy again? No.
Nope,
Oh,
no, Ronan.
Ronan. That's worth trashing too. And nope.
So I breathe easy.
So she knows 1 card. And
So I precog, which is
good.
good, but guess what?
No agendas.
No agendas. I don't think I drew agenda again. And so I knew 1 was down there, and it was just a matter of,
Getting to it.
would I get another precog before?
Yeah. Well, you still have the fetal AI to score. I mean,
And I don't think I put it down. I was hoping she'd run that.
I don't know. She should be running your hand. The winning agenda is in your hand.
Yeah, and
or
she
on
can't
the
die
table.
to it. And she can't die. Well, she
Well-
could die to it, but I mean, if you have 3 cards in your hand, you're not going to die to it, or
Right.
2 cards even.
Well, you need 3 cards because snare.
Well,
Because
yeah.
you could. Well, she should know if you have a snare or not.
So
Sundew.
I finally get a Sundew, so now I got a drip economy going.
Well, you shouldn't have an. Well, I mean, yeah, you got your 2 back for it. Should die though.
But she doesn't kill it.
Okay.
I don't think she does it anyway.
Hit HQ, trash a June bug, or win the game, then kill Sundew. Oh. I mean, she knows. She knows you precogs. So, I mean, you didn't draw any extra cards. So, I mean, if you had any agendas, you would have.
Anyway, so we're going back and forth. She's just drawing cards, and stuff. And I'm trying to cut out some of the dead space to make the video a little shorter.
Right.
Alright, so this is her last click, I think.
Maker's Eye.
So did Maker's Eye? I can't remember. Well, I just precog, so Maker's Eye could get down.
Maker's Eye would get 1 card.
Yeah,
It's gonna get 1 card.
and that's what I'm hoping.
That one.
I'm
card's
hoping that 1 card, the 1 card that I did not see, or
Well, the one, yeah,
Yeah.
there now.
is not going to be the one. And maybe I screwed up because I was trying to kill her in a run, and I could have just scored the. With this, knowing, looking 2020, I should have just scored the fetal that was in my hand.
Yeah. Hey, Levy's gone. That
Yep.
sucks, but there's 1. She knows what it. She doesn't know what they are.
2, 3.
And there's
Dang.
the agenda. Oh, it's the 3rd card?
3rd card down. Yeah, because I think I'd drawn
Yes,
an
you
extra
drawn,
card,
okay.
couple cards.
Wow. Well, Stephanie pulls it out. Barely. But she has a nice kit deck. And we're going to see almost the reverse now with Jinteki and the deal some damage versus alternate art Kate. That's a nice alternate art.
I love that alternate art. This is the fastest I've ever played. I think we had less when that first game ended. I think you said, okay, we have less than 15 minutes left.
Yeah.
By the time we got set up, I think I
Oh.
had 10 minutes on the clock.
Jumped into the game a little bit.
Yeah. So anyway, so we jumped in. This is really my first turn, her second turn.
Okay.
She scored 1 out of hand, I think.
Yeah,
you
one
know.
more time and out of hand. You stole. You
This is like maybe this is
2-3 turns in.
Yeah, 2-3 turns in, but so I got Opus out. I went out and
Net
actually
shield.
used SMC to get Net Shield, which is the greatest card against Replicating Perfection. Oh my gosh, this was what saved my day. So I am poor right now, but I got Opus, I got Net Shield, I have no fear.
Not a bad play.
So I just get some money. Get 2 money. I think I'd get 2 money, draw a card. No, I get 5 money. Or 4 money.
Right.
And do I want to draw a card? Nope. I'm going to play down Hemorrhage.
Okay.
Hemorrhage. This is Bleeding Kate.
Right. Trying to keep cards out of their hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad plan.
I love it.
All she needs is, a piece of ice to stop you and start scoring agendas at least.
Yeah, but if I can keep her poor.
Or she can just put down 2 agendas.
Mm-hmm. So she's playing the big shell game out here.
Yeah, she doesn't have... excuse me. All she has is, I think it's 3 fetal AIs and then 14 ones. So...
Mini swords. I love Net Shield then.
Yeah, but I mean, she could score a lot. Just
so I draw 2 cards. All right, so I'm going to run here blind, just hoping it's not something
snared.
bad.
Snare would be fun.
Oh, it's Jackson.
Yeah.
And I say keep it.
Right. Check another one.
And I get the
I guess she
brain
does
trust.
have a brain trust.
Yeah, so it's 3. I'm up 3. Now, I think the very first turn I got a veteran product off R&D off the top because it was unprotected.
Yeah, which is okay.
Yep. So now I got 2 hemorrhage tokens. Back to her. Draws up. All she needs to do is have more points than me. And all I'm trying to do is make sure I get 1 point for the first round at least.
1 prestige.
I'm trying to win the game, but I mean, there's so little time left.
Well, man, you're both trying to win the game. But
All
yeah,
right, so
1
she
point
double
to
advances here, and I'm thinking that's probably because she tricks. She uses Trick of Light, so I'm like, I'm not going to run that because. And of course, I picked the wrong one, and it's a snare.
That'll at least slow you down a little. Pay 1 to Net Shield, sure.
Yeah, pay 1 to Net Shield, get 2. I'm telling you, that's saving my bacon.
Hemorrhage doesn't hurt. Rabbit Hole kind of stinks, but
that's okay. But I'm not. I don't need to worry
so.
about Trace, so
yep.
necessarily.
Now, see, I actually wouldn't have trashed Snare.
Just to leave it in there.
Yeah, because then she can't. I mean, she can't Jackson it back.
Well,
now.
for sure. Well,
now, yeah, with diversified
with
portfolios.
Diversified portfolios, it's a.
Yeah.
Do you
you
trash
kill it anyway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fun.
So she draws another card. Just takes 3 money, up to 4, so she can set off another snare.
Yeah, well, that's definitely a trap at this point. So
I'm gonna run R&D. Bingo.
Oh, a little clone retirement.
Clone retirement. Pay 1 because I had 1 credit left. Don't get dinged. And I got hemorrhage tokens, so I got 3 hemorrhage tokens. So I think I'll spend 1.
Yeah.
Yep. Spend 1. Have her trash a card from her hand.
See, if she had his agendas in her hands, I would have actually trashed an agenda.
Yeah, just to throw them in there.
Well, you got 3 cards in there now, so why not? You can Jackson it as soon as she makes you run. As soon as you run it to see.
Yep.
Or shocks. Put the shocks in first.
So then I just take 2 money, I think, to finish it.
Yeah. Hemorrhage can be fun, but I mean, if you're prepared to deal with hemorrhage, even once it comes out, after a turn or 2, hemorrhage should no longer be hurting
Alright,
you.
so she scores the fetal.
Yeah.
And I guessed wrong.
You guessed wrong. Hey, at least you didn't guess into snare, guess into fetal AI.
Yes.
That would have been unfortunate.
I think I would have survived. I think I had 4 cards in my hand because I had the Net Shield, which saved me.
Right, but you wouldn't have the money to take fetal AI.
Which would have sucked, yeah. Which would have sucked.
Take 2 more. Actually, she probably would have killed you because she would have scored. No, it only does 1 point. Never mind. Oh, we're gonna get profiteering.
And then I'll pay 1.
And pay 1.
So I'm still ahead. 5, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And I'm going. Come on. I need a fetal AI. One more. I can have her trash another card. So,
I mean, when you're playing hemorrhage, you basically just either have to have things in your hand you're willing to throw away, or you just start putting everything down.
And just have to play with no cards.
Yeah. I mean, why not, right? Can't force me to trash. Well, Jinteki is sort of weird, but can't force me to trash an agenda that I don't have in my hand. Stephanie at least run
So
into
she
it.
just got money, so she can snare. I just check her archives, I think, just to make sure she's not throwing away stuff I want to see. I think. I don't know.
I don't think so. Maybe not.
No, maybe not. Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I thought I pointed there, and then I said no, and then I thought about it and said yeah, let's go, just to make sure.
Roto, and there's at least the
So
shock.
so then I take one.
Yep,
Pay for the.
to dodge shock, sure.
I knew I could take one. So then I went to run R&D. Oh,
Really close.
thank you.
Need a piece of ice over R&D.
Mm-hmm.
At least in this situation.
So I got 6 now, and I'm thinking I can win.
Right. Ooh,
Okay, so I lose Kate because I don't have the net shield because I already used it
Mm-hmm.
for the shock. So I say, let's go run your hand.
Neural Katana would be nice.
Okay, so I've ran archives, I've run R&D, I'm running her hand,
Mm-hmm.
and time is running out, guys. So I'm gonna run her hand and see if I can win this game. I got 1 credit left, guys. So this is my 3rd click. Oh, and I thought I won it, and then it's a snare. So watch this, guys. This sucks. So she takes 3 cards, and
Notoriety.
and notoriety's in my hand. I would have won the game with my 1 credit.
Nice. And there's time.
Time.
Oh,
Yep.
she had Feel the Eye in her hand.
Yep. So I could have. I had the chance to win it, but she takes the 1 card I need to win. So I only walk away with 1 prestige, but it was a fun game. I mean,
Sure.
fun
Play
games.
it fast and loose and.
That Cape deck, it needs to be refined a little bit. There's a few cards that I think I could throw in there that would make it a little bit more powerful, but
Yeah.
I really like that against Jinteki, especially against Jinteki. It plays pretty decent. So
That's good. Yeah, net shield definitely is helpful. So that's the end of round 1. Stephanie will walk away with 2. Bob's got 1. We'll see you guys in for round 2 a little later.
yep. Thanks for watching. Again, this is No Agendas signing off, and we'll have the next round up in a few days.